Hello mga pamangkin.
Hello!
Mukhang masaya ka, Hans, ah. Parang hindi malungkot ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon.
I think yun yung parang, theme din naman nung
Ah,
pag-uusapan
it's
natin
an
na
emotional roller coaster.
kailangan
Iba-iba.
may pagka-upbeat pa rin, 'di ba? Kailangan
Yes.
ano,
Spoiler alert.
kinaka
Anyway, yun nga, nakikita nyo mga pamangkin kang ating episode ngayon ay medyo parang therapy na din sa ating mga Lorcana players. Kasi, as with any competitive endeavor, may panalo, may talo. And this is how we deal with such losses. Yeah, the title of the episode is this loss? Ito, nakikita natin ang loss.
Is
kung
this
bu
lost?
kung buhay pa kayo niyang time na yan, mga tito na lang ata mga titos of the internet na lang ata nakakaintindi ng meme na
Pattern
to.
recognition.
Pero yun nga, yun ang i-discuss natin, the concept of loss in Lorcana and how to
Deal
deal
with
with
it.
it. Mga tito na
Dealing
rin
with
ang
loss.
nakakaintindi ng meme na to.
How to deal with
Mga
loss. Let's
elders
get
of the internet. But okay, sige. But first, before we get into anything, no, let's first discuss, yun nga, what is loss and some loss amplification factors. Ngayon, di ba, yung loss naman, no, natalo tayo, di ba? It's not just in a Lorcana or a competitive sense. It's also in, in your general life. Not everything goes your way. Things happen, things get taken from you fairly or unfairly. And some of us can take it. Pero yun nga, depende rin yan sa itong loss amplification factors na to, which we could call stakes. Kasi 'di ba, like pero let's limit the scope in the context of a Lorcana game, no? Lorcana tournament na parang yung stakes mo is nagbayad ka ng entrance, and of course, you expect to do well or win a prize. So yun, yung do well, yan yung intangible na stakes. Yung mga expectation mo sa sarili mo na, uy, dapat galingan ko, dapat top 4 ako or may goal ka, di ba? Makatop ako or kahit top 4 lang, ganyan. Yung mga expectations mo na gusto mong mangyari. Tsaka yung halimbawa, uy, gusto ko matalo siguro yung mga bad matchups ko ngayon. Halimbawa, bad matchup mo yung Ruby Amethyst, 'di ba? Parang gusto ko at least makatalo ko ng isa ngayon. Tapos hindi mo nagawa 'yon, medyo yun nga, parang madi-disappoint ka. And then there's of course the tangible stakes, which is yung monetary and material gain. Yun nga, yung prize na makukuha mo in exchange for your entrance. Like yung for example, nag-entrance ka nga ng 500, tapos pag nanalo ka, sulit kasi more than 500 pesos yung balik sa'yo nun. Pero pag natalo ka or hindi ka nakamake ng top, then lugi. Kaya medyo, hindi naman luging-lugi. May value ka pa rin na makukuha dun sa packs mo. Sana kung maganda yung pulse mo. Pero mas assured ka sa value kasi pag nanalo ka eh. So, yun yung mga nag-amplify ng feeling of loss. Kasi kung hindi mo naman ine-expect na, ayun nga, na mag-top ka, yung expectation mo is mag-top 4 ka lang, tapos nakuha mo yun, tapos hindi ka nanalo ng buong tournament, okay lang. I can take that loss. I can take it. But if you're really, really wanted to get that top spot and then you fell short, meron ng mental effect yun. What do you think, Hans? Actually, Hans, fun fact, Hans is a psychometrician. So, medyo mas may ano siya dito. Mas may alam siya dito sa topic natin ngayon.
Okay. Well, hindi naman sa mas alam, but more on, ayun nga, 'di ba? It's a mental thing, lalo na nga yung intangibles natin. So, it goes with yung expectations mo din. Sometimes when you build something up and hindi mo siya makamit or parang hindi mo nga siya maabot for one reason or another, meron talagang parang dissonance na ito yung in-expect mo, tas ito yung nangyari. So parang hindi mo matanggap yon sa sarili mo at dun nanggagaling nga yung parang, yes, yung hurt or yung parang hindi mo matanggap at kaya ka ah, nasasaktan in a way na ah, kung paano mo siya i-deal would matter on how you behave, 'di ba? So kaya nga siya loss amplification factor. So meron matatalo, they work on it, which medyo spoiler na nga din sa next. Tapos may natatalo, nagagalit, which is all of these are valid. Diba? Kasi nga it's emotion. Tapos it's more on ayun nga, yung expectation mo is not meeting kung ano yung reality na nangyari. Kasi loss, I think lahat naman tayo goes through with it. But in Lorcana, in a tournament setting, in reality, isa nga lang din naman talaga yung nananalo, 'di ba? Yung top 1, 'di ba? So, medyo masikip 'yun kasi iisa lang. So, I believe everyone goes through loss in this hobby. Medyo mapalad ka na kung palagi kang nananalo.
Yeah, actually.
So, ah we go through it in a different way. Talaga. So
Mm.
that's what this episode is for. Tapos yung tangible naman na stakes natin, yes, of course, it's a hobby. Sometimes it's an investment. Tapos of course, everyone wants something out of what they're spending on. Kaso ayun talaga, depende talaga siya if you treat it as for lack of a better term, a business, 'di ba? Magpapasok ka talaga ng effort into it. Tapos 'pag hindi siya lumabas, eh, minsan may mga business na, again, for lack of a better term, nalulugi or natatalo, nangyayari talaga siya, 'di ba? Tapos if you treat it, as a hobby naman na, "Ay, hindi ko nakuha yung prize na card na matagal ko ng ano, gustong-gusto ko talaga, it's my chase card," 'di ba?
Mhm.
So may mga gano'n na you miss out on it. And it's something that you could have gotten if you had performed well or things went your way. Yes, masakit siya. And it's something na we're going to tackle in this episode talaga. So those are the things that can really affect yung expectations mo nga sa sarili mo plus yung mga gusto mo na
Mm.
mangyari. And sometimes it doesn't really go your way, which again happens to everyone.
Okay, yun nga, dahil nga dun sa mga expectations na yan, no, syempre, when loss happens, people deal with it differently, but it can be kind of subdivided into two base reactions. So let's go to the next slide. And one is, yun nga, the others, at least for some people, you keep going. 'Di ba? There are
Mhm.
some people na parang kaya nila na pag natalo sila, kahit na medyo malaki yung loss, they can keep going and keep at it. And yun, gagawin nila is they will practice more and replay, yeah, and sometimes even replay the scenarios and matchups you lost and review. Actually, ako, I am, at least in a Lorcana context, I am this person na
Mhm.
whenever yun nga, I experience loss, kasi lahat naman tayo nagsimula na natatalo lagi sa tournament. Because it's part and parcel of your Lorcana journey na hindi naman pwedeng pagpasok mo pa lang sa Lorcana is lagi ka na nanalo. I mean, sure, if you're already a top player in another TCG, pwedeng madalas ka pa rin manalo. But most of the time, average Joes like us, we will always start by losing. And it is in these losses that we actually get to learn more. And some people treat it that way. Isa na ako doon na pag natatalo ako, I treat it as a learning opportunity. Yun, magre-review ako. Paano ba ako natalo? How was I not able to bring it home? How did I lose? Yun yung mga tinatanong ko sa sarili ko. Most of the time when I lose. There's times na when I lose, parang, okay, sige, I lost. Okay, tomorrow's another day. I'll just go about my own business and look at my cards again. Ganon. Nangyari sa akin recently to, yun nga, sa set champs sa Infinity Hobbies, formerly Mox and Lotus. I was top seed the entire time doon sa pools, doon sa Swiss rounds. Pero I fell short in the final against Sher. Shout out Sher. It was a really good match. Pero kasi nung ni-review ko din yung, yeah, when I assessed nung natingnan ko na, I screwed up a lot doon sa na yun, sa game na yon. Lalo na nung game 3. Kasi umabot ng game 3 eh. First game, I won easy. Because I got so lucky, the cards just came out. And game 2 was a little bit tougher. And that was great. That was great for sure na talaga wala. kicked, kung ano yung ease sa akin nung game 1, yung ease ng game 2 sa kanya, yun, ganun. And then, game 3 came in. I came in huge advantage kasi on the play ako. Kasi nga, top seed ako eh. So, on the play ako for the first game, on the draw on the second game, on the play the third game. And it came to a situation wherein may Chromicons siya, and yung counter doon sa ano na yun, sa play na yun is you have removal that doesn't banish. And what is that? Hades. I had 3 come out, which should have been GG for me. But I don't know, I guess I tunnel visioned, something happened na parang masyado kong inasahan si Pluto doon sa deck ko to remove the Chromicon. Na parang nag-tunnel vision ako sa kanya, nakalimutan ko na gamitin yung mga challenges so that I could control his board kahit kasi hindi naman niya ibabounce yung Hades ko. If he bounces my Hades back with the Chromicon, that's another thing that that I can remove without triggering Chromicon. So if just kept on challenging with Hades, with the 3 Hadeses on board, I could have won it. Pero kasi naglagay pa ako ng ibang targets, ganyan. If I just, I did a lot of mistakes and I just realized that nung pagkatapos na. And yun, nung ni-review ko yun, I reviewed it talagang, again, it affected me negatively. Yun nga, may ano ko parang, because yung nga, expectation ko sa sarili ko. It's not because, I also wanted the playmat, of course. I wanted that prize, the tangible one. But yung intangible yung nakadali sa akin. Na parang, at this level, I could have done better. I could have done this, I could have done that. Yung nga, hindsight, always 2020. And nung ano yun, talaga matagal lang. Siguro 2 days kong pinag-isipan yun. It was just, whenever my mind is idle, I will just replay that scenario over and over again in my head. And yun nga, went to, the online thing that we can't talk about. And continued to play. And whenever I would match up against a dogs player, I will try to get into that scenario. Pag may Chromicon, I would let it rock. So that I could practice dealing with Chromicon without Pluto. And it paid off. It paid off because nung yun nga, yung set champs na sa Onkeko, sa OHS, and I took that against our very own Lord Cantito Ian with the same scenario na may Chromicon, may dogs, and may mga Hades. Although 3 Hades didn't come out, only 2. But still, it was enough. It was enough because alam ko na kung anong gagawin. Because I've replayed it in my head over and over again, what I should do. And yun yung nangyari sa akin. That's how I recovered from that loss. I just kept going. I practiced more. I replayed the scenarios because that was the matchup that I knew that I was gonna face. Dalawa yung dogs matchup nun. Si Cher ulit sa OHS tsaka siya. And it ended up nga na Ian and I were in the final. And yun, I'm not saying that everybody goes through loss this way. No? Yun nga, meron pang second subcategory, but we deal with it in different ways. Yun nga, magiging factor din nga yung expectation mo. Yung mas nakadali nga sa akin yung intangible. Na I didn't perform well after all that practice kasi lagi ko nga sinasabi sa inyo, di ba? For this month, I've had probably already
lots and lots.
Yeah,
of
probably
games.
close to 800 games in that online thing that we can't talk about. Most of them best of 1, but recently
reps talaga.
I've already climbed to best of 3. Na-climb ko na siya sa Diamond. So, master rank na lang ang inaantay ko. I just need to get the right MMR. So that took a lot of games too. And yun nga, dahil sa level na yun, na pang expectation ko sa sarili ko, I should be able to handle that scenario. And I didn't. So yun, nag-practice pa uli ako so that I could handle that scenario. And yun, yun nga, yung nag-push sa akin to keep going further. And because I am also aiming for something higher, which is nga, some of us, like si Ian and me, and the rest of the Philippine contingent, we will be going to DLC Hong Kong. so that we could at least, see how we fare against the international Lorcana community. And yeah, ikaw, Hans, may mga kwento ka ba about how you recover from loss in this way?
I guess yung masasabi ko with this particular slide and dun nga sa nakwento mo is that yung second point here, yung replay the scenarios. Since yung topic bar natin is recovering from loss, you
Mm.
replay the scenarios kasi yung hindi ka magpapakain dun sa
Mm,
nangyari, 'di
that's a
ba?
really
Like
good point. Thank you.
hindi yung nire-replay mo nga sa utak mo kasi like, "Ay bakit ko ginawa yun? Ay bakit ganito, bakit ganyan?" So, we go towards yung constructive route na, bakit ko ginawa yun? Ano yung pwede kong gawin para maagapan yun in the future? So, yes, you replay the scenarios, but you focus on what you could have done better and, what could have went your way instead, given the same scenario in the future. Kasi yung replaying the scenarios, yes, nangyayari talaga yan. Minsan nga, involuntary pa yun yung mga intrusive thoughts
Mhm.
nga na pumapasok sa isip. So, yes, you think about it and you ruminate and I think nasa future slide siya but yes, you think about it in a more constructive way kasi hindi ka makapag-recover kung you replay the scenarios in a negative sense na parang ang nakukuha mo lang din talaga dun is yung ah, loss nga talaga na natatalo ka na ah, with yourself even after the actual loss of the game. Kasi nire-replay mo nga lang din siya. So, you feel the same regret, you feel the same hurt even after the game. So, yeah, medyo masakit yon and you're amplifying the pain if ganun mo siya ina-approach. So, um, there's a lot of things you can do about that, which is yung first point that you practice more. I think we have recommendations in the next few slides on how to deal with that. So, uh, again, this is about recovering nga on what happened. So, it's part of it that you know and acknowledge what happened. So, yung you stay there, diba?
Mm. Okay nga, yeah. Let me just, again, reiterate that point na you don't want to stay in that funk. Na, and yun nga, some of us immediately get back on the horse and try to do it again. But some of us will, well, going to the next slide, will need to kind of step away. Yeah, so next slide na natin. Yun. Yan yung isa pang way to recover. Is yun nga, step away. Yung na yung nasabi nga ni Hans na may mga times talaga na medyo kakainin ka nung mga intrusive thoughts na yun na could have done better. Natalo ko dahil ganto, dahil ganyan. And it's going to replay over and over in your head. Sometimes it will cripple you. Sometimes it will just there's some people who would even contemplate quitting the hobby dahil sobrang na-discourage sila. Pero yun nga, it's okay, also okay to step away because that's one part of the process of dealing with it. So yun nga, reset yourself, do something else. Try to take it off your mind for a while. Kasi naman, at the end of the day, it's just a game. This may sound very gaslighty to some, especially to those who really take this seriously. And don't get me wrong, I take this seriously. But at the end of the day, it shouldn't affect your life outside of Lorcana. Kung kahit ba, nagtatrabaho ka na, tapos iniisip mo pa rin siya habang nagtatrabaho ka, nakaka-affect na siya sa work performance mo, then that's already unhealthy.
That's dysfunctional.
Yun nga, tama, dysfunction na. So, better to step away from it for a while and try to reassess mo na yung sarili mo kung masyado ka na bang na-obsess dun sa game. Kasi minsan sa totoo lang, Lorcana, playing Lorcana is a dopamine hit. Even if you're losing, di ba? Even if the moment you pull off a good combo, that's a dopamine hit right there. Na, uy, okay to, masaya. Kaya ka natutuwa. That's how, it's not just in Lorcana, it's all card games. In all games in general. That's why we play games. It's because we feel good when we do it. And in TCGs, it's because we pull off a combo or we win or we just enjoy being in that space for a while to, to escape the drudgeries of your mundane life. Pero yun nga, pag nakaka-affect na siya dun sa mundane life mo, that's unhealthy na. And again, reset yourself and do something else. Pero dito rin pumupunta yung question, am I gonna quit or not? Well, nasa sayo yan. There's nothing wrong with quitting. Again, it is just a game at the end of the day, and you have other things to do with your life. You have your family, you have your friends, you have your work, you have your career, you have probably other hobbies. I mean, Lurkana could not, I mean, I have other hobbies apart from Lurkana. I could go to that. But there's also that factor na parang if you really love the game, try to go back to the first recovery process, which is to get back into it. To, yun nga, practice more, do it again, replay those scenarios, but in a constructive way. Hindi yung kakainin ka na parang iniisip mo lang siya just because iniisip mo siya. But so that you could learn from it.
Mhm. And ayun nga, like get back into it, 'di ba? Hindi naman, it might not be that immediate. Kaso the best way to recover from a loss is a win, 'di ba?
Yeah.
So you have to uh, apply talaga kung ano yung natutunan mo when you thought about what happened once you made adjustments. Kasi ayun nga, there's two things, 'di ba? Things that are in your control and things that are not in your control, 'di ba? So minsan talaga hindi lalabas yung cards, and sometimes yung match-up gano'n talaga. Di mo control yung deck ng kalaban, di mo control yung kung paano sila maglaro. So, ang control mo is what you do with it. Dun sa match-ups, dun sa kung paano ka afterwards. So, ah, kaya you get back into it. For the things that you can control, if you manage to uh, perform better, dun ka mag-feel better, 'di ba? So,
Mm.
you recover from a loss by doing better talaga. Maybe not essentially winning, but overcoming yung mga shortcomings mo from the previous match. So like, eto yung nangyari last match up. Hindi ganito kalinis yung play mo or mali yung choices mo. In the next round, in the future rounds, in future games, if you work on it and you know what to do na in that certain scenario, that's how you get better. Not just in the game, but with yourself, 'di ba? Na nag-a-adjust ka, you learn, which is really the best aspect of losing din naman talaga is that there's room for improvement talaga when you lose. So important talaga yung getting back into it kasi there's no better way to feel better about a loss than to improve talaga on it. Maybe not essentially winning, but yes, winning of course is good,
Mhm.
especially if ayun nga, naiwasan natin yung mga nangyari from before,
Yeah.
'di ba?
Okay, this dito rin napapasok din naman na ano yung apart from, doing it yourself. Unless you're like, really isolated or you don't have any friends, which, I'm sorry to that you are in that situation. But dito rin papasok yung mga friends mo, especially if you have, your constant play group like yun, kami ni na Hans, ni Ian, and of course, by extension, all of the other Lorcana community members in the Philippines, na they can help you to, yun nga, get back into it. Yung kung kailangan mo ng practice against a certain matchup na alam mo yung isang kaibigan mo, like for example, yun nga, si Ian, if I want to improve in the dogs matchup, although Ian is not an exclusive dogs player, but that's the deck that he's playing right now, I'm gonna call Ian for a game maybe. Ganon. 'Di ba? Or if you have other friends na parang to ask them to help you out na parang okay, laro tayo dito sa online. Let's see how I do against you or your deck. Meron kasi 'di ba, iba din, it's not just a deck eh. Minsan yung player matchup din eh. 'Di ba? If you want to go, if there's a top player in your area and they just happen to be open to play, ask them to play. And may ito din yung maganda sa Lorcana community is that they are very generous. If you want to play with them, if they have time, they will play with you and give you advice even. Vague as it may be sometimes. Pero yun, just remember that unless you really are isolated and in that situation, you are never really alone in recovering from a loss. Hindi lang sa'yo nakapasan ng hindi lang ikaw yung may pasan ng daigdig, so to speak, whenever you experience a loss. There are some people out here to help you. And yan, playgroup nyo, heck kami. Kung mag-message kayo sa amin kung if you're dealing with something like, you know, how your Lurkana journey, if you're feeling na parang, oh, I'm just not, I'm not winning or I'm not improving, maybe we can help you out. Message us, di ba? Yan yung mga pwede naming ma-advise pa sa inyo on how to recover. Kasi din naman you also have to remember that even the top players lose. Nakikita natin yan, di ba? It's like, even, yeah, sure, they're losing at the highest end, at the highest tournaments, highest level tournaments, but they will still lose. And what makes them true champions is how they get back up, how they recover, how they improve so that they will, the next time they face another obstacle of the same nature or even a different nature, they'll have the confidence to face it and not crumble. And again, it's not necessarily that they're gonna win again in that same situation, but it doesn't matter because they're gonna pick themselves back up again anyway, or have their teammates pick themselves back up. Pwede na rin tayo magkwento about yun nga, ikaw, maybe you could share some stories about your tournament losses. Yeah, like for example, have you ever felt na parang you're not improving, especially since you're the guy who likes to, to run a funky deck every
King the
tournament.
Jack.
Pero kasi naman, I think it's also because of, maybe talk us through your expectations
Ah,
and and how you come away from a game after you've lost to a funky deck that you know is not gonna win, but you're just having fun with it.
I guess
Maybe you
yun
could
nga
talk
yung
us through that.
going back to yung first few slides natin, 'di ba? Yung loss amplification factors, yung intangibles. In terms of intangibles or rather yung expectations nga, ang sa akin naman is that when I go to casuals, weekly, when I go into tournaments, ang expectation ko is that I'm playing 4 rounds and having fun all the way through. Ah, para sa akin, I really take out yung wins talaga out of it. Kasi, ah, when I think about it, 'di ba, yung decks na, dinadala ko, 'di ba, sometimes it's jank nga talaga or 'di siya meta, it's very roguish. Kasi, sometimes yung mas fun na cards, yun yung mas fun na deck. Tapos when you pull it off, yun nga yung dopamine hit, 'di ba? Na, "Uy, gumana 'to." And they didn't expect it. Uy, uy, gumana 'to, and it really wouldn't happen any other way. Kasi no one brings this
Mm.
kind of deck, these kinds of cards in a usual setting. So, nakakatuwa siya sa'kin 'pag nangyayari. Taking the wins and losses out of it. Tapos, in my experience naman, I think, yung mga nakakalaro ko, um when we play, afterwards may usap talaga, like constructively. I know I said na I take the wins and losses out of it. Kaso, of course, kung ako yung nanalo, I would expect na yung nakalaban ko would ask questions from me like, "Ay, ano ba yung gan'to? Ano yung ganyan? Ano yung puwede kong gawin 'pag ganito yung nangyari?" I give advice. Tapos, on my end naman, kung ako naman yung natalo, I ask the same like, "Ay ano ba yung puwede kong gawin?" Kasi I I believe that should be part of it kahit na, competitive ka, kahit meta na yung deck mo, kahit na top tier ka, I believe it should be, uh, a good part of the community then na, pag naglalaro tapos everything's winding down, yung conversations pa rin talaga kasi yun naman yung aking expectations, 'di ba? So parang yun yung take away ko in the 4 rounds, in the 3 rounds, in the 2 rounds na nilalaro pag may tourney, pag may casuals, pag may weeklies. So, nakukuha ko 'yun, and that's how I approach it. Tapos in terms of the ano naman, the tangibles, uh, ang sa'kin naman is, I make sure na importante yung entrance pack minsan, 'di ba, para ano,
Mm.
ah, para may take home pa rin kasi dun natin may sinasabi tayo, 'di ba, na parang eto yung nagde-determine kung sino talaga yung nanalo.
Yung tunay na kampiyon.
Kasi it's part of it, 'di ba? Like,
Yeah.
yes, playing the cards is a dopamine hit, kaso getting good cards,
Yeah.
it's part of it din naman.
Getting a really good card from a booster pack, even if you're last place, oh, tunay na
Parang ikaw pa
kampiyon,
nga
di
yung
ba?
nanalo.
Ikaw yung tunay na manal. Excuse me.
So,
Parang yung si TJ nung Bazonki. Di ba?
'di ba?
Hindi siya nag-top, pero nakakuha siya ng iconic na Ariel. Tunay na kampiyon.
So, may mga gano'n
Yeah.
nangyayari. It falls into things that are not in your control
Mm.
kasi 'di mo naman talaga makokontrol yung laman ng packs. Kaso, ah, that the very chance na baka mangyari, 'di ba?
Mm.
It's fun in itself. So, uh, yes, I experienced loss a lot in terms of stats. Makikita niyo 'yan sa aking Rav play na, ah I don't perform well. I play with uncertain decks na hindi gano'n ka-meta or hindi gano'n ka-popular with cards that are not that optimized kasi I work with what I have. But how I learn from it is I talk to the people I play with. They give me advice. I look for pieces that I might need. I experiment tulad nga nung kanina na na-mention ni BJ, yung practice, practice, and then make adjustments along the way. Tapos ayun, have fun doing it talaga kasi um, the hobby naman, I believe, marami siyang aspects. So it's not just winning. There's the deck building part of it, which I
Yeah.
have fun doing. So, uh, eto nga, yung do something else, that's what you could do. Not necessarily just play rounds, but build decks. That's why I
Yeah.
have jam
Actually.
decks. So,
Yung deck building
uh,
aspect niya, no? Maybe focus on that for a bit. Tama.
uh, look at other cards, 'di ba? So, baka may lumabas na combo that might appeal to you more, or rather kasi yun nga yung beauty then of having uh, a card-based game na marami talagang permutations na pwede mong gawin. Like even a change of like tatlong cards instead of the four cards in, yung mga copies, yung mga
Mhm.
one-off, yung mga techs. Maraming permutations of a deck na can perform very differently but still feel the same. Tapos ayun nga, yung experimentation part of it kasi if you think about it, if you deck build, no one wins or no one loses or everyone
Yeah.
wins, 'di
Well,
ba?
you win because you're having fun, di ba?
Yes.
Actually,
So,
going back lang to the, di ba, sa resetting yourself, since na-mention mo yung look at other aspects of it. Actually, some people, medyo nag-ano ko, medyo nag-extreme example ako that some people think about quitting dyan sa reset yourself na yan. Quitting the hobby. Some people actually just think about, maybe I should switch to a different color. Di ba? Like, especially, I guess this happens to us na color
quitting
loyalists.
colors.
Kaming mga color loyalists, ako na blue steel loyalist, di ba? Na parang, hindi ako nananalo sa blue steel. Should I go blurple? Should I go whatever? I mean, it has crossed my mind, especially during that time nung, yun nga, no, early pa in the game, nung early pa in my Lurkana journey na parang, am I really gonna stick it out with blue steel? ang dami ng beses na nag-cross yun sa mind ko. I mean, don't get me wrong. I play with other colors in the online thing that we don't talk about. Again, I've mentioned in the previous episode, I am also a Ruby Amber enjoyer. So, but, yun nga nagkaroon na ng part ng process na, is it really right? If I want to win, do I stick with Blue Steel? And glad to say na parang answer ko dyan is, it didn't matter. I just really like the color combination. Whether I win or lose, I'm gonna rock with it. Yeah, sure, I will play a different color to cleanse the palette every now and then. But if I'm being in a, if I'm in a serious competitive mode, I will stick with Blue Steel all the way. So yun, parang yun yung part of that recovery from a loss, yung thinking about whether you should shift, 'di ba? Eh yan yung do something else eh. It's not necessarily do something else na sa labas ng Lorcana. Maybe you should just change something and then get back into it once you found yung yung groove or yung path na gusto mo. Maybe color ink wise, maybe even play style wise. Those are some of the things that you can put as part of the process. And speaking of process, I guess nga, di ba, nung Hans, nung dinidiscuss mo na na-enjoy mo yung deck building. Some piece of advice maybe is to be able to enjoy the process more than the result.
Yes,
'Di ba?
yes, yes.
Kasi 'di ba, if we're focused too much on the result, which is winning, 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 then maybe sobrang taas ng expectations na binibigay natin sa sarili natin. And we will more often than not fall short. But if we can also enjoy the process to getting to that win or to at least just playing, then maybe we could deal with loss better. Parang yung, although we don't want to give the wrong message, yung kagayang sa dodgeball. Remember yung dodgeball na movie? Yung, alright guys, remember, aim low. Diba? It doesn't mean that you have to lower your expectations from yourself. Parang yun nga, that is the extreme or misinterpreted version of what we're saying. But enjoy the process so that the wins will also feel so satisfying. Kasi alam mo na yung binigay mo doon sa process is nag-result into that win. Hindi yung lagi mong aasahan na mag-win ka kahit na halimbawa, yun nga, kinain ka na nung mga intrusive thoughts mo, tas i-expect mo lagi na mag-win ka pa. You're just going to go through a death spiral, a cycle, di ba? Yung mag-spiral ka lang into despair na parang, ba't hindi ako nananalo? Pero, because you're so involved or so sucked into
Wallow ka na.
yung nagwallow ka dun sa loss mo na hindi ka na nakapag-practice. Hindi ka na yun na lang iniisip mo pero hindi ka nagpo-progress. Yun yung delikado. And it's not just in Lorcana. It's also in life in general. Pag masyado ka nang kinakain din ng mga losses mo, you think that life is unfair, ganyan-ganyan. Pero hindi ka rin nag-shift, hindi ka
Shift.
yeah. Hindi ka nag-shift, hindi ka nag-bloodborne. Hindi ka nag-shift ng mindset, then, yun nga, you're just gonna get stuck in that death loop. Sana may natutunan kayo, but if you have any stories about how you handle loss, please do share them with us in the comments. Kasi,
Yes.
again, lahat tayo natatalo. Some of us deal with it differently. Although, yun nga, subcategorize natin sila sa dalawa. One is just keep going. The other is step away but keep going after. Magpahinga ka lang ng konti. So, yun.
Well, ayun, I guess medyo long way to round it. Kaso, ang naisip ko kasi about winning and losing is yung, going back to racers then yung quote
Mhm.
from, Talladega Nights, yung, "If you win first, you're last." So, that, yes, people can take it negatively. Kaso, winning kasi, if you think about it, is really highly improbable if you think about it. Like, isa nga lang talaga yung nananalo, di ba? So, but the majority of people would be quote unquote losers or hindi nga sila nag-first, diba? They're last. So, uh, kaya medyo, if you think about it that way na rare siya and if it happens to you, good for you. And, ayun, if you take it na probability siya na hindi mahirap siyang mai-wrangle talaga kasi a lot of things can happen. A lot of other people are playing it. Especially in bigger tournaments na mahirap talagang maging first. And it's really a struggle. And it's a low percentage na ikaw yung magiging one out of the many. You think about it that way. Um, medyo mafe-free ka eh.
Mhm.
Like, what are the chances, 'di ba? Like, it's like winning the lottery, 'di ba? Like, malulungkot ka ba if sobrang onti talaga ng possibility? If you think about it that way. So,
Mm.
ayun, 'di
Okay,
ba?
yeah, that's
So, uh,
one good way of looking at it. Yeah.
yung approach ko nga is like even in bigger tournaments, you're going there to play games talaga. And if you win, you win. If you take a few rounds, you take a few rounds. Kaso, uh, the reality of it is you're playing games and that should be fun in itself.
Right. Great advice. And yun po mga pamangking ang ating discussion ngayon tungkol sa, again, handling loss, recovering from loss, and generally just being more chill about the game. Again, we don't want to gaslight anyone. Your feelings are valid. Kung nagagalit ka after a loss, that's fine. As long as you're not harming anyone else. And as long as you're also not harming yourself. 'Di ba? Yun naman yung yung key doon eh, na wala kang nasasaktan. Yeah, sure, masakit yun na matalo,
You feel
but
your feelings.
yeah. Pero don't lash out on anybody. Don't lash out against yourself. Just let it pass. Yun nga. Try to get over it by practicing more or stepping away, adjusting something, and then practicing more. So, ayan po. Kung may mga questions pa uli po kayo, again, we are open. And ngayon, hindi lang yun dun sa ano natin, maybe, again, since yun ito nga yung discussion natin about dealing with loss, share with us, again, your experiences about losing tournaments, how you view a loss, and how you've handled probably the biggest loss in your life. But share it with us. We'd love to hear your stories as well. Kasi may matututunan din kami. And maybe if you tell it to somebody else as well, may matutunan din kayo. Because sometimes just talking about it could already lift you away from that burden. Diba? Alright, that is it. Thank you very much mga pamangking. This was a rather short episode. Pero kasi pwede namin pabahabain to kung madami pa kaming kwento. But let's stick with that distilled version of this topic for now. Again, thank you very much. Have a good day.
Bye.
Paalam.